You might think of a girls' night out as hanging out with friends, catching up over a cocktail, maybe hitting the dance floor a little bit.
Yeah, I like that. The Girlfriends Gala also comes with a cause. In part, it's about changing the conversation surrounding infertility.
It is. Rebecca and Scott Reinhardt are with Conceive Nebraska. Good morning,
Nice to meet you both. Good morning.
Yeah, we're going to get to the event first, or in a little bit, in your organization. But would you share a little bit about your story?
Of course. Scott and I got married in our late 20s. We immediately tried to have children, and we found that it was a lot more difficult than what you were taught growing up. And we were fast-tracked to the IVF. We did one round and it failed. We went and we found a support group that was free, which is very rare. Within that support group, we found, let's go for another round. That one failed and it crushed us. Broke us completely apart. We had no idea where to go from there. Our doctor was very understanding, but with the support group, we found support and found that we weren't alone in the failures. And we also found that we needed therapy, not as a couple, but as individuals to heal ourselves. We found that we needed nutrition that really helped. There's things that you can take in that would help egg quality and everything that you just don't even think of. And then we also found acupuncture with it. And these are things that we were not recommended from the doctor.
You didn't think about any of this stuff.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think anybody that
But you
does.
probably felt like you were trying everything.
We were, and that was the big thing. So we went back after we healed to do IVF number 3. It failed, but this time it didn't crush us. We were like, okay, you know, it didn't happen for us. We decided, let's try a different path, and our doctor said, do it one more time. Just do it one more time. And we said, okay, we can do this. That one produced our daughter. And
What's her name?
Delilah.
Oh,
How old is
And she is 4 now.
Wow.
So we were over the moon, everything, and we used those tools that we had received from the support group and nutritional. When they said, you need to go back, if you're gonna have another one, you need to go back now. I said, okay. And one round of IVF, our son came.
You've got a son.
We do, and
oh my
he's
gosh,
2 now.
The story keeps getting better.
So from that tools, he's 2.
Yeah.
I like how
the
you're
next
adding
question.
that.
He knew
Like,
that was coming.
we love him, but he's 2.
It is. But so we have all the negative that goes around the IVF, but the 5th round of IVF was so positive because we had all the tools to know what was coming, and we had the support, and through that support group we developed friends.
And Conceive Nebraska, right? Is that the group that you're talking about, where you felt like you were getting all of this great information and finding those people who'd been on a similar journey?
Yes, and that's the big thing about Conceive Nebraska, is that we want people to be able to, throughout the community, have a free support group, not just in one location, but throughout that's what we want,
And so
because everybody needs it.
Yeah, how are you helping people individually? Because you're right, people think that you get married, then you have a baby, it's easy. And if you don't have a baby right away, I'll just do in vitro, then I'll have a baby. And it doesn't work that way, and it's costly too.
Yes, Scott and I were one of the lucky few that had insurance for it. Otherwise, we would have never been able to do it that way. And we were okay with adoption or anything else. People choose surrogacy. There's so many ways to develop a family. And your dream changes as you go through this, but you have to grieve through it. And the one thing that we always miss is that emotional help. And what we don't know is you can go to a therapist, but they may not have the infertility training. So they don't know. They may say, well, just why don't you do adoption?
And what are you going to do?
Doesn't work.
Go to a search engine to find this stuff? I mean, it's just like you probably did try some of that.
Oh,
and the answers, it's not like they populate and then all the answers are right there in front of you and then you just go through it.
Yeah, you can find anything you want on Google. You know, is it the right information?
Right.
Precisely.
That's the problem.
And you can Google Conceive Nebraska too, which will bring up your website and lead us back to this event that you're going to have here soon, which is the Girlfriends Gala.
Yes, and so with the Girlfriends Gala, that's to raise funds so that we can have those support groups throughout the city. That's what our goal is with the gala.
When is it? Where is it? First one ever?
And who's invited? Who's come to this thing?
This is our first annual.
You're doing it again.
Girlfriends
You're already
Gala.
making plans, right? You'll do this again and again. Yeah.
It is for women only. It is March 10th, starting at 6 p.m. with a happy hour. Dinner starts at 7. Dancing and raffle items we given away after that until 11 or 12 o'clock.
It's at the DC Center.
It's at the DC Center at 120th in Maple.
Just south of there.
Just south of 120th and Maple.
You said it's for girlfriends gala. This is for gals.
Scott is the ultimate supportive husband, isn't he?
Isn't he awesome?
He says it's only for women.
I know. You're
Are you-
sitting here like you've got a gym
that's
next
one
to
thing
you.
about Conceive Nebraska. We talk about changing the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of this IVF and infertility is seen to be a woman's issue, and you don't see men out there talking about it or just Googling or being part of the answer, but it's support. And we offer things for men to support their spouse going through that. And part of the reason my involvement is to show that males can be involved
It
as
gives you
well.
permission. I mean, it gives you permission to say, yeah, I felt stuff throughout this process and I didn't know how to deal with it. And I mean, the dynamic that the two of you have expressed today, I really hope that doing this on television makes it okay for people at home to sort of, take a deep breath and understand where you are, or someone who could benefit from this organization. It's conceivenebraska.org. So with this gala that's coming up on the 10th, and listen everybody, the organization has stuff going on throughout the year, and this isn't the only thing they'll be doing, but the best way to get tickets for the gala is?
Go to our website and we have a link to the Eventbrite.
And we also have a way to save a few bucks.
Yes,
what's
we
our
do.
What's our promo code, lady?
So if you
We'll
go
let him.
to
Or
Eventbrite,
Mister.
so if you go to Eventbrite,
Yeah.
at the checkout process, you enter Morning Blend as your code, and you will get a $10 discount off the purchase of a ticket. The purchase of your ticket is a donation to Conceive Nebraska. At the event, we are not going to be soliciting any additional donations. We will be selling raffle tickets for the raffle items, and we have a ton of great raffle items.
That's great.
For women, from brewery stuff, from the local breweries, all sorts of women gifts for women.
And it's
that
a
they would
fun night
love.
out for women.
Oh, yes. And those that experience infertility, you forget to have fun because it's so stressful. And that was part of it, that you don't have to be going through it to need a fun night out. You don't have to be a parent to need a fun night out. You just
Need a
fun night out.
Yo, we get it.
Well, have a
Thank
fun
you.
night out, Rebecca and Scott.
So
Thank
nice
you
to
for
meet
sharing
you
your
too.
story
A
too.
few of the additional events we have coming up.
Well, we're out of time. The Price is Right's going to
But are they
start.
on,
It's got to
is it on your website?
Yes.
We'll
Okay.
send you to the
Go to the
website.
website.
Guys, thank you so much for
Thanks
being
so
here.
much for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we're going to go from an event.